We are making an Assyrian halwa, so we have a real Assyrian grandma here, my mother, she's making it. So we start with butter. You can do a mixer of butter and oil, but I have only butter today, so I have the European butter, 8 ounces. We're melting that. And we're going to make it gluten-free, so instead of regular flour, which usually most people use, I'm using garbanzo flour, the chickpea flour. So I put a cup of chickpea flour and 8 ounces of butter. This process, it takes about 20 minutes of mixing the entire time. So it's not a process that is easy, because you have to stand there and keep on stirring, and there's no shortcuts for it. You just have to stir it or it will burn. So at this moment she's mixing them. There has to be a certain texture when the butter melts fully and the flour is mixed together. It's not as thick. It has to be a little bit liquidy, and that's fine. But our butter hasn't melted. So as soon as the butter melts and everything mixes, we will have that consistency, and then you will keep on stirring. The flour gets light brown color. It will start almost bubbling, and that's when we mix our date paste in it. Instead of sugar, I'm using date paste. And we have about 6 to 8 ounces of date paste for that much. You can put more or less. It depends how much sweet you like it to be. So if you have a sweet tooth, you can put 12 ounces. If you want it less sweet, you can put 6 ounces. So that's all up to you. And I'm going to show you this date paste, how it looks. You can get it in the Mediterranean stores. It comes all, the dates doesn't have any seeds. It's already crushed and ready. So it comes in a block like this size. And like I said, this is 12 ounces. If you like it very sweet, you can put the whole thing. But if you don't, you can do half of it. And you have to really work it in the mixture of butter and flour, which we will show you, because we are still working on mixing it in the first stage. So we are in the middle of this halva, making the halva, and as you see, my mom has to keep on scraping the bottom of the pot. If it sticks to it, then it's going to burn, and you're going to have a burned halva. So you have to really mix and scrape constantly. It's really a little bit of intense exercise, but at the end you have a sweet, delicious treat for you. So keep on mixing. The temperature also, we start with, on my stove is number 5, which is it's medium but a little bit toward high. And then after 5 minutes of mixing, when it gets nice and warm and starts heating up, you will go down to number 3, which is a low medium. So it's from 5 goes to 3. So if you have just 4 notch of temperatures, you'll go from the medium to the low. But if you have more numbers, then it's easier. You can actually put it on number 3, and you will keep on mixing. And we will show you when the date paste goes in. We are almost toward the part that it's getting ready for the dates, but we have to, the way we check it, you take it in a spoon, and if it's boiling in the spoon, that's when my mom says it's ready. And also Yes.
A quarter cup of oil.
What is it?
You added a quarter cup of oil.
Yes, because we were doing just butter and we're not going to mix a sugary sweetener to it that has water. We had to put some oil, about a quarter of a cup of oil in it. If you're doing it with a syrup, sweetening it with a syrup that is liquidy, then it's possible just to use butter. But we had to add some oil too, that's why it's a little bit more liquidy than it was. It is starting to boil, as you see. It's time. We're going to put the date paste, and that's the part that you have to work hard. It needs muscles. So this is a good hand workout. My mom usually sweats a lot when she's doing it. It's a good workout for her. And she loves doing it anyways. So why not? So now what we do, we turn it off and we try to work this date paste inside the halva. If you had some syrup or water, sugar water or any other sweetener you're going to pour and it's not as thick, that's easy. You just have to watch because the steam will come up and it can burn you. So you have to really be careful when you do something like that. I think my mom wants to put the whole date in there. She likes it sweet, so we're doing it pretty sweet. It's not going to be mild sugary. So that's our date paste. Have to, as long as it's hot, you mix it, it gets mixed easier. If it cools down, then it'll be a little bit harder. I had many friends that they loved the halva. That's why I want to put it on this tape. You can also add walnuts, pecans, any kind of nuts that you like in it. Or you can put it on top when you put it in a plate. So before it cools down, I'm going to transfer it to a plate and shape it. It's a special shape that my mom makes it. It's a very old-fashioned way of doing. So we're going to show you how it looks. But this is as much as I can mix. I'm sure my mom will say it's not enough. But I'll let her finish it.
My mom finished.
Yeah, she is free from mixing. She doesn't want to mix no more. She did the hard part. It was about 25-30 minutes of just mixing on the stovetop.
My wife, 85 years old.
Yeah, she's 85 years old and she likes... Oh, there's a piece for me. Pretty hot. Tasty. Yum. Well, if you have a sweet tooth, this is the best way to satisfy your sweet tooth. It's delicious. It has dates which are really high in antioxidants, fiber, and lots of goodness in them. And the garbanzo flour has protein. So it's a great snack. Now I'm going to transfer it here. I'm going to let her do the finishing on the plate to decorate it. She likes doing it. She does a good job, so I'm not going to mess with that part. She does a much better job. There we go, Nana. Your turn. That was hot. So this is pretty hot still. If you try to eat a piece like I did, you might burn your lip. Be very careful trying to eat pieces that are left in the pot. They're very hot because the batter was just boiling hot, as you saw it. But this is very Assyrian halva. We do date walnut halva. We do grape syrup halva. And you can use any flour you like, but I found out that the garbanzo flour tastes really good for this halwa. Now she's gonna design it. She likes to make little designs on it, which is kind of cute, as you see. But you can design it the way you like it. It doesn't have to be this way. And then we cut squares with a knife. So you have little squares that you can pull out and eat. So she's going to do that now also. So the entire process, it was about 35 minutes or so. It's very, very, very tasty. I'm telling you, anytime I had friends over, they wanted to take the whole plate with them. And sometimes I do give them the whole plate to take home. It's fine. They loved it very, very much. So enjoy cooking, and please keep on watching, because we will have some great ideas for you. Thank you so much.